Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannelli.
This Courier Times Update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health. Expect more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Cannelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update on this rainy Monday, April 29th. A popular Lower Bucks diner caught fire early this morning while people were eating inside. Firefighters rushed to the Clubhouse Diner on Street Road in Bensalem to extinguish smoke on the roof. No one was hurt and there was minimal damage. The 24-hour diner is expected to reopen today. There's no word on what caused the fire. We'll have more on that story at buckscountycouriertimes.com. Today, Congressman Mike Fitzpatrick is announcing critical legislation protecting pilots and passengers from 9/11-style attacks. Fitzpatrick scheduled a news conference today at the Garden of Reflection September 11th Memorial in Lower Makefield.
There is no price that you can put on. No cost is too high to protect pilots, to protect passengers, and to protect our homeland. That's really what this bill is about.
We're not talking about a line item here. We're talking about a safety issue that is to protect our citizens and protect our potential targets.
Reporter Gary Wexelblatt and photographer Chloe Elmer are covering this important event, and we'll have more details on that proposal online. 2 Levittown homes suffered minor heat damage Sunday after a backyard shed caught fire on Kentucky Lane in the Kenwood section of Bristol Township. The shed was destroyed, but no injuries were reported. Bristol Township Fire Marshal Kevin DiPolito said the fire started from the remnants of a backyard fireplace. Reporter Danny Adler has that story on our website. Here is your Bucks County forecast on this rainy Monday. The drizzle will continue throughout this afternoon and tonight with a high near 60 and a low around 51. And pack your umbrella again tomorrow. There will also be showers Tuesday morning and then clouds with a high around 60. When we come back, video reporter Chuck Thomas will have the perfect meal for you on a rainy day like today, soup. You won't want to miss it. Chuck Thomas, host of our food show Eat This, is here in the newsroom with us to tell us about a place in Bensalem where you can get great soup all year long. Thanks for being here, Chuck. I think most people, when they think of soup, think of cold weather, not spring.
They do, but soup is year-round, especially at the Soup King. I mean, they have like 10, 15 crocks of soups, and a lot of them are seasonal. And the one that we check out is cream of asparagus, and asparagus is in season right now. And I think they'll show us how it's something you might want to go try.
Sounds delicious. All right, well, let's check out this week's Eat This.
Now, Diane, did you always want to own your own restaurant and make soup?
Actually, I was in nursing school, and my husband decided that we were moving to Sarasota, and he opened our restaurant there for the first time, and my mother-in-law cooked. And then she decided to leave one day, and I was left in the kitchen.
And you never made soup before?
Never made soup before.
So how do you learn to make soup?
My husband just kind of threw me in there and said, follow the recipes, here you go, and I kind of figured it out.
What are we working on today?
We are making a special of cream of asparagus, yes.
But they started with 2 blocks of butter, flour, white pepper.
White pepper.
They made a good roux and added some cream. Lucky for us, the soup's ready in time for me to try it before we leave, and that is some good asparagus soup. That is going down nice and creamy.
Yes, it is.
I can taste the asparagus, I can taste the cheese. Excellent flavor, well balanced. Diane, super job.
I don't know about you, but I could definitely go for a nice warm bowl of soup on this rainy Monday. So if you'd like to find out more about the Soup King in Bensalem, you can check out Chuck's full video at buckscountycouriertimes.com. In sports, Flyers manager Paul Holmgren has confirmed that Peter Laviolette will remain the Flyers coach next season, despite the team missing the playoffs for the first time since 2007. The returning coach talked about some strategy points during his first postseason press conference.
I think on different games it was some games there were games where we looked good 5-on-5, but there were other games that we didn't look that good 5-on-5. I just think that through the course of the season there were different obstacles that we were overcoming, and ultimately those obstacles we couldn't overcome. 5-on-5, I think that some games we needed to play better than we did, and we didn't. So yeah, I would say 5-on-5, at times less down.
Holmgren said coaching was just one aspect of why the Flyers didn't achieve postseason. You can follow Wayne Fish's coverage of the team on our website. In high school sports, our athlete of the week this week is Kelsey Gumbert from Pennsbury's girls lacrosse team. Kelsey scored 3 goals in her school's 8-4 Suburban 1 League win over Council Rock North. It's the Falcons' first ever win over the Indians. Kelsey will continue to play lacrosse at Westchester. You can read more about her online. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. Not too many people are aware of this, but Bucks County government workers have a little-known perk involving renting some very old properties in and around county parks that officials say helps pay off the taxes on the properties. Reporter Jim McGinnis is working on that story. Former Eagles pro linebacker Jeremiah Trotter stars as a slave in North Star, a film set in the 1860s. The movie was filmed in and around Buckingham, and it premieres at County Theater Thursday and in Newtown Saturday. Our columnist Andy Weinberg will tell you more about the film and Trotter's journey to the big screen. And finally, St. Joseph's Carnival begins in Falls tomorrow. The event will run through the weekend. Reporter Joan Hellier will have all the details for you. You can find all of these stories and, of course, updates on your latest local news at buckscountycouriertimes.com. I'm Rachel Kennelly. Thanks for watching and have a good day.